What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Heather B. Denture Diva. I actually just came back from the doctor because I'm in so many flare-ups. You can't really tell what flare-up you're in unless something happens. So now my kidneys are crapping out on me, which is lupus. So now it means I'm in a scleroderma flare-up, lupus flare-up, and neuromyelitis optica flare-up. That's a lot of shitty diseases in one. So I gotta wait for the results from that. I did upload a new video, guys, to my second channel, and I'm gonna consistently do it like 4 times a week. So many people, even on here, somebody asked me, actually quite a few people asked me, to make videos talking about diseases that can lead up to this. The whole thing is I'm Heather B. Denture Diva, which means most people watch me only for denture stuff, and I've done videos before just to see how they would do, and they didn't do well. So on my second channel is where everything will be, which is Inside the Mind of a Diva. I did share a video with you guys so you know where to go. And sometimes, if I'm busy working on that channel, I'll answer you guys on that channel. So if you ever see Inside the Mind of a Diva, it is my picture. You'll know it's me. So many things I want to discuss, and with comments that people leave on my channel. I'm not talking about bad stuff. I'm talking about you can't sue your dentist if they don't know the difference between a bone chip and a bone spur. Most dentists just call them bone spurs, no matter if the ones that come out or don't. But the chips, the little slivers of bone, they can take, like, they can come out between the first couple weeks, a month, all the way up to 2 years. Really depends on your body. Your body's the one that pushes it out. So they come at all different times. And bone spurs are it's inside your gum, but it's like a lump of bone underneath your gum. That's a bone spur. That moves over slowly. In time, it does go away. So slowly over time, it'll fill in the extractions, and then it'll become that smooth, line of your gum line of everything, just one smooth jawbone. So it's a process. Another common question is when people ask me, sorry guys, how to pause that, people. So commonly people ask me, why do I have to wait a year to get my permanent dentures? Oh my God, first I want to say one thing. When you get an immediate denture, a dentist doing a hard reline on it, it's not a permanent denture, it's still an immediate denture with a hard reline. Only like 20% of the dentists, maybe 10%, do this where they get people immediate dentures, then just hard reline it. So it's just acrylic reline of what your denture, your mouth fits now. And, they claim it as a permanent denture. Permanent dentures, immediate dentures, not made the same. They're made completely different. So you're still an immediate denture just with a hard reline. Too many people recently have talked to me about that. And I was like, that's not a permanent denture. That's just a hard reline. And I can get a hard reline on my immediates too, but that doesn't make them permanent. They're not made the same. It's definitely a lot of information. That's why I put so much information out there, so everybody is ready when they're ready to do this. So your permanent denture, you should start working on it at 1 year. The whole thing is that first major year is massive gum shrinkage. So if you get your permanent denture at 6 months, you're going to have to hard reline it. And when you hit 1 year, because if you don't, it's going to be super big and super loose for the next 7 years of your life. So you don't want to do that. So I always tell people, wait as long as possible. Year the minimum. There are some people that start the process at a year, which is what I did. There are some people that, start the process at like, say, 15 months or 16 months. Around that time, between a year to about a year and a couple of months is the best time to do it. I mean, you're still going to be loose and big and all of that. Sorry guys, I'm trying to cross the street and not die. Oh, I love living on a major road. Insert sarcasm. But I believe everybody should have all the information coming into this. So it is not a permanent denture if you hard reline your immediate. Absolutely not. Sorry guys, just checking the mail. Why is it? I can write a letter to my post office telling them where to put my mail, and they still don't put it in the right box. I quit. I gotta unlock my door. Whew, good Lord, I'm back. Sorry guys. Let's go. I have so much to do today, and I'm trying to get everything done while in pain. People don't get it with autoimmune or not. It doesn't matter. You still have to do everything you still have to do. So yeah, I don't get to baby myself, lay around and do any of that. Freaking wish. But I did want to bring you guys up reoccurring things that people constantly talk to me about. Like when people are like, how are you no adhesive? Denture Fit. Denture Fit is the only way I could be adhesive free. It is a soft silicone reliner that suctions with your saliva to your jaw if you do it correctly. Now, so many people are like, well, I did it and I had to take it out because it made my palate drop down. That means you put too much in. And that's with any soft reliner, guys. This is just a material that suctions. So if you don't know how to do a soft reliner, it's going to take some time for you to practice and keep going with it. Just like when people say, no adhesive in the universe works for me. No, that means your denture is too loose and you need a soft reliner done immediately if you want to wear your denture. I also don't understand why people get a denture if they don't want to wear it. Every denture problem is fixable. When your denture is rock, soft reline. If it's loose, soft reline. If the adhesive doesn't work, soft reline. Oh, you have too much adhesive spilling out in the back of your mouth? Do a thin layer. Do my trick that I've been teaching everybody for the last 3 years that I've learned to do on my own. Those blobs don't cover a majority of your denture at all. So if you just put the adhesive in your denture, lick a Q-tip, make a thin layer in the entire inside of the denture. Thin layer, ladies and gentlemen. Through the denture wall, through the denture trough, through the palate. Or bottom denture, everything I said but the palate. And you put it in your mouth, you wait 1 hour before you eat or drink. Remember, it's a glue, it needs to dry. Just like if you do fabric glue or any glue, it needs time to dry, right? Same thing with dentures. Now, if your denture's too loose and you did exactly what I told you to do, but your denture keeps popping, well, water is coming in then. If your denture's loose, the water's going to come in, and wherever gap it's coming in, wherever there's a little hole, it's going to get in and melt the adhesive. You got to stay up on your soft relines once a month for the first year, period. You have to. If you want to survive and keep going with this, people ask me, how do I succeed with dentures? Everything I teach you guys is exactly what I do. Exactly what I do. And that's how I succeed. It's also a mind frame. Because your mind plays tricks on you and messes with you and makes you believe the negative and also makes you fail quicker. Failing is not an option. If you want to succeed in this, failing is not an option. You figure out ways to make it better. Another thing, when you do adjustments, it never goes inside of the denture. Too many dentists make this mistake. They constantly take their little Dremel and do it inside the denture. No, it's the outer perimeter denture wall. Not even ever on the inside of the denture, because their gums shrink too much, right? So there'd be no point of doing that. So they would just be making it worse for us. So there's so many things that it's all about success. I got where I was with my dentures because I refused to fail or give up. I was always like, the water's getting in, what do I do? Soft reline. Fix it in Ultramax. Those babies never moved. Then once I knew about Denture Fit, Denture Fit. Denture Fit literally repels the water. It's when you have denture fit in your mouth correctly, not spaces or gaps, correctly covering your mouth, there's no way water is going to get in that, or food. Nothing is going to get in. That's if you do it correctly. It takes practice. You're not, even I screwed up my relines. I still screw up my relines. Especially if I put too much in one area, if I'm rushing, if I'm not paying attention, it happens sometimes. But in the beginning, I always messed up my soft relines. I didn't understand. You know, when you're new, you don't really know. So I'm going to teach everybody on a live, because after I do my top one, I just did my bottoms, which is how I did the video about the saliva, because I put a good amount, but I didn't know it was blocking my saliva gland, which is why here was super swollen. So that's why I always give informational stuff. My fuck ups are your gains, guys. Just saying. But it's determination. If you constantly read the negative bullshit online, you become what you surround yourself by. Always. That's why I make sure my support group is diverse. You can't just have negative people complaining about negative things or just negative situations that we all deal with, and there's not an ounce of positivity, because nobody ever comes back and do another post saying, oh, it's so much better now, my dentures are easier, blah, blah, blah. No, they only write the negative. Same with reviews. Most people only write negative reviews. They don't write good and bad, or even moderate, you know? So you got to make an equal balance. So even if you write in the support group saying, you know, I'm having a rough day, my freaking dentures won't stay in, it is loose, what is the best soft reliner? Or if you have a warranty, you have to get your dentist on that. That's the problem. Waiting for them is like a pain in the ass, because you don't get it done immediately like people do without a warranty. You have to wait 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, whenever they're available to do it. So it makes it really hard on people with the warranty. It sucks. I'm so glad I don't have a warranty. I only want a warranty only to protect it if I break it. Everything else, I want to do my own work. That's it. But if you only write negative and not the positive, people who read it will think it's always negative, always negative. But it's not. The beginning is hard. It's always going to be hard for everybody. But it's how you handle it, how you rise above it, what you do to make your situations better. It's everything. So I always encourage people that when you have an issue and it's fixed, you don't talk in the support group again and only come in when you want to complain about something. No, write the good and bad, because it gives people understanding and motivation. It's not just negative. There's a lot of positives, just people don't write about it. So I always make sure I put positive quotes in there. I put informational stuff in there. I go live. I talk to everybody. You know, I don't know why people would ever ask, do I just not have problems with dentures? Do you watch my videos? Like, dude. Somebody in my support group literally said, do you never have problems with dentures? How do you think I know this information? Because I screwed up with my dentures in the beginning. Because it was a hot mess. Everybody's going to have gum shrinkage, honey. Everybody's going to have bone loss. Everybody's going to have problems. You think one person's going to wake up and God bless them to have no gum shrinkage and their gums are nice and floofy with no problems? I wouldn't have teeth, like fake teeth, if that was the case. Just saying. Of course I went through everything what you guys did. Of course I had the same struggles. How do you think I have the answers? It's because I learned from the bad. And I figured out to myself, what can I do to make it better? What can I do to make my life easier? What can I do to hold these babies in? What can I do to have a good quality life and treat these like they're my real teeth? And that's what it is. Treat them like your real teeth. Don't freaking take them out unless you're going to sleep. I don't care if you want to eat a freaking damn Big Mac and you can't bite into it right now because you're all swollen and shit, so you take them out. No. Use a fork and knife, break it up, take small bites, take your time. Do what you need to do to succeed. Because the more you practice eating with your dentures, the better you become at it. It's a fact. It's like that with everything in life. The more you practice with everything, you think I became, say, good at social studies, history. Just naturally, history just plopped in my head. No, I had to learn it. I had to study it. I had to be better at it. Why I'm good at criminal justice and homicide detective and all the stuff I went to school for. And no, I went to college. I learned. I put myself through all this. I did whatever. Just like business management. I did that shit my whole life. I ran a Walmart. I ran a Dick's. I did everything I could because I'm good at business. And if you want something so bad, you work at it. You practice. You become better. And it's the same thing with dentures. If you want to have a quality of life like I do with dentures, then you need to keep them in your mouth and don't take them out. You need to, if you practice 3 times a day eating, right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, boom, there's more practice 3 times a day. If you have snacks, maybe 4 times a day. You do that every day. For 1 month after extractions, I was able to eat anything I wanted to. Do I still have problems sometimes? Like if I'm eating certain things and like I'm due for a soft reline because mine's like, say, taking a crap on me and falling apart. And I have bad days, of course I do. Of course. But I ain't gonna let it get me down. I'm not gonna be like, oh, my life is ending because my denture did not want to stay in today. No. Just do a freaking soft reline. You know? We are the reason we go through the stuff that we do. So we can either make it better or we can let it get the best of us. and nothing will ever get the best of me. I've gone through so much in life and I've come this far that I'm damn well sure I'm not going to let dentures ruin my life. Nope. Originally with dentures, when you get your permanent dentures, you're not supposed to use adhesive. You're supposed to learn to hold them in your mouth with your using your muscles. And that will happen with practice over time when you have the dedication to do that. That's why people say, how do I do it? I learned to practice. I have a great soft reliner in my mouth. I don't need adhesive. And my muscles have taught to control and learn to hold my denture in. So if I want them out, I can pop them out. If I want to keep them in, I keep them in. It's not a problem. Like on occasion, especially after I've like eaten ice cream or whatever it is, sometimes like the bottom will slip. But I catch that real quick and I immediately have control. So it's dedication and motivation, you know, and I don't know why people think I wouldn't have problems. Dude, you think I'd be Heather B. Denture Diva if I didn't have problems with dentures? I've made over 700 and like almost 20 videos in the last maybe 3 years. It's a lot of dedication to help people. That's a lot of videos. I have more videos than people that have been around for 20 years on here. Actually 10, 12 years on here. Because everything that I go through, I learned from it, and then I make a video to help others. And that's the point of it. I don't do this for money. Hell no. If I did this for money, I'd live in a box. Actually, a fact. You don't make crap. I don't have sponsorships. I'm not a sellout. I will not work with companies I do not agree with, and the companies I love are small companies. They don't do sponsorships. So, yeah. All I do is want to help people. And nothing's going to come easy in life. Nothing worth anything is going to come easy in life. So if you want that good, you got to work for it. And it's going to take time and it's going to take effort. You can't just sit there and expect everything to, boom, come easy to you. No, you want to work for it. Because so many people, I hear this from a lot of people, guys. It's like they ask me how to help them. I tell them how to help them. They still don't do it. Some people are lazy. And I hate to be bluntly honest, but I am. And it's not to be mean. It's to tell you the truth. Some people are lazy and don't want to make the effort. But that's on them. That's their journey. That's their life. That's on them. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. But what was the point of going through all of that, of extractions and drama and anxiety and whatever, if you're not going to do anything with them? Why waste the money? Thousands of dollars for you not to work hard to keep them and make them your real teeth. We all have choices. That's what it boils down to. And I can give everybody the answer on a silver freaking platter. I basically do. But I can put it on a silver platter. And it's really up to that person whether they want to do it or not. And it's not going to come easy, guys. I tell people this all the time, and I don't know why they think it does. Nothing is going to come easy in the beginning of the denture journey. You want it, fight for it, work for it, stay positive, stay strong, surround yourself by only positive denture wearers. Because you become what you surround yourself by. I've been saying that for years. So if you're around negativity and even mental abuse and physical abuse and all that, you're going to be like battered down like a hiding lost puppy in the world. But if you surround yourself by positive, uplifting things that you love to do, things that you like, things that make you happy, blah, 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 you become a stronger, positive, confident person. So it's your choice. What person do you want to be? It's pretty much what it boils down to. I've given everybody the answers to everything. It's just their choice whether they're going to do it or not. And a lot of people don't like to make the effort, and that's their choice, but they shouldn't have done this then if they weren't going to put the effort. And I tell this when everybody emails me, private messages me, everything. I say, ask yourself, are you ready for this? Are you prepared? Are you willing to be all in or nothing? You 100% dedicated to doing this, no matter how hard it becomes on certain days, no matter what happens, you are never going to give up. If you're going to say yes to that and you're going to be 100% dedicated, then I say do this process. If you're going to give up and be like, no, I don't want to put the effort in. I don't have the energy. I don't want to put a lot of effort into things, blah, blah, blah. Then don't do it. Don't. Because you might as well just not have dentures, just get extractions, have no teeth. I am as honest as I could possibly be with everybody. And I always tell everybody how to fix things. I answer people 24/7. I let everybody in my life so I can make a difference and help people. So I take time away from my kids, my family, my medical stuff, my health, everything, to benefit other people and help them. And if you want to do this, you got to make the effort and put the effort in. But it's inevitably your choice. Like, I don't know how many times people ask me for help. I tell them how to do it, how to fix it, how to have a better journey, and they just don't wear their denture anymore because they can't be bothered. Well, I can't help people that don't want to be helped. I can't. I'm not like the fairy godmother. I have answers like the fairy godmother of the denture world, but I'm not gonna fix it for you. I can't. I can only tell you how to do it, and you can do it. But I'm not there to do it for everybody. But so many people, I still laugh when that guy said he was gonna sue somebody because she didn't know what a bone chip was. Stop. I hate when people do that. Stop saying you're gonna sue people for the stupidest shit, please. I know too many people that used to do that. Oh my God, I'm gonna sue them. They can't do that. You can't sue everybody for nothing. Like, you can't do that. It's ridiculous sometimes. But if you want to do this, you got to put the effort in. It wasn't effortless. In the beginning, it took every ounce of effort and dedication, and I had every feeling in the freaking damn free world doing this process in the beginning. But I worked my ass off. I found the answers. I found the help, did it myself. I conquered my dentures, and now I have a better quality of life with dentures. I didn't just start out. I've had my tops for 2.5 years. My bottoms are at a year now for immediates. I'm getting my permanents next week. But again, people are like, oh, Heather, I knew you were going to find the answer for the permanent, for the bottom denture. Yeah, it's the bottom tongue muscles. And you got to stay up on those soft relines because everything goes to the bottom. So things will get pushed in. You got to stay up on your soft relines. There is no missing days. That's like every month on the dot. Fix it in Ultramax. Hold those babies in. But I use denture fit. And I've never needed an ounce of adhesive on the bottom, not once. Because I let my jaw muscles control everything. I learned and taught myself and did it. So, do I have rough days to the bottom? Sometimes. But it's not all the time. Because I've learned to have control over it. And when you have dentures long enough, you do eventually gain control. If you wear them all the time, you will eventually gain control naturally. But you've got to stay up on the things that you need to have for maintenance of the denture. Maintenance of the denture is 100% needed to succeed. If you do not keep up on the maintenance of your denture, you will not succeed. It will be too hard, and you'll have to give up. Because it's basically chewing on your own dentures, floating around, moving around all over the place. So I'm always here for people who actually genuinely want the help and will do anything to give themselves a good quality of life with dentures. But if you want it, you got to work for it. I hope you guys have a good day. Have a healthy, happy denture day. Later, guys.